features. Sucker, I ain't about challenges.
Recognizing loved ones, recalling past joys, or just remembering how to walk and talk and fry an egg. Memory is the chain that connects our past to our present. If it breaks, we're left untethered, incapable of leaving the present moment and unable to embrace the future.
Remember when there were no MP3s but CDs? Didn't care about germs, no concern of disease. Street lights came on, we high-fived and we leave. Back in the days it wasn't so hard to believe that I would wake up as the Black Power Ranger, never scared of danger. Snapping my fingers to the beat of my drum. Became addicted to fun, we would fight with our hands. Never needed a gun, we would gladly chill in the house, play mom and daddy. The greatest feeling was when nobody could ever tag me. So happy, not being the last to be chosen, to run to the candy lady to buy us a Frozen. We was just kids up to no good. Remember the first time you watched Boys in the Hood? Rat tail in the back while my barber fades me. Do you remember when? Yes, no, maybe?
When you were the song you liked and you felt like it was about your life. Remember when you would write a letter to your girlfriend and she would read it to all of her girlfriends. Remember staying up all night, talking on the phone. Remember skipping class with your homeboys.
Yeah.
Remember G.I.
Hey yo, I wrote this shit up all day. A long stay in the hallway. Harking back to an era of the tape play. Hitting on the track L, on the max L. With the spitting, the beginning of a rap tale. Elastic scoop and Luke shine vividly. In due time, produce rhyme synergy. And for the longest, caught the blinking of the torment. Till inkling of performance, still thinking of his dormant. And so it be, who hold close and kept dear, were left there, won't know folks by next year. For ties cut, invest shares, perplex peers, rise up, reflect fear, for hex snares, the rest cheer. Know we did it for a purpose. Poem of a kid who never did scratch surface. Until they own it, respect the craft for proponents, cause it ain't over till it's sown.
Remember what? You were the song you liked, and you felt like it was about your life. Remember when you would write a letter to your girlfriend, and she would read it to all of her girlfriends. Remember staying up all night, talking on the phone. Remember skipping class with your homeboys. Remember G.I. Joe.
I used to play Mortal Kombat with Matthew. I swore he used to cheat. I swear I could never beat him. Those sour jawbreakers, I swear I could never eat him. Baddest chick in the school, I swear I could never meet her. Until I wrote her a letter telling her I'm a singer. Me and Terrence would draw pictures of sneakers. Me and Ashley used to be in the class singing. I wrote my first rap in the back of the class thinking, I'm feeling it, yeah. Feel like that you get feeling like. If you feel it, raise your L in the sky. I remember selling my mixtape in high school. They was really kinda supportive at my school. I was selling cassette tapes for $5. I was making my own beats, I was beatboxing.
Brown, brown sugar, that brown, brown, eight. 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 Brown, brown sugar, that brown, brown, eight.
What up, everybody? Wow, let me turn down this monitor. Everything seems to be 5x5 tonight. Things are working right. Got the lighting set up. My deck is set up for my dashboard. Wish I had a producer here. Wish I had a producer. Jen, she's on the other, checking out messages, but she can't work the show with me. But we're going to make it happen. We're going to make it work. Checking all the levels, making sure that everything's fine. Looks like everything's live, making sure there's no real echo going on in here. And we're ready to go. So I'm going to turn this down even further so it doesn't echo in my ear now that I've got the new in-ear monitors. We're doing this right, people. We are doing this right, learning as we go, making mistakes, learning from our mistakes, going that extra mile to bring you a very good production of a podcast / live broadcast, doing some different things, and hopefully everybody is going to be enjoying this. Well, here we go. We're about to open up South Florida. We're about to get back to living in South Florida. DeSantis says he's got a huge announcement tomorrow, so I'm on TV today talking about it. I see a number of states opening back up. It's time to go. It's actually time to go, people. So if you've been stuck at home, hopefully if you've not been in a essential business, that hopefully you've weathered the storm, and if not, then hopefully we can help you get there. That's what we're going to be doing tonight and probably for the rest of the week, is helping you get to that next level so you don't have to worry about the unemployment government check coming every month. That even if you've lost your job, even if you've lost your business, even if you're still under lockdown for 2 more weeks, what you can do starting tonight to begin building your future. And that's what it's all about, building your future, not whining about where we were, but looking happily and enthusiastically to where we're going. I think if you start focusing on what's ahead, you're going to see the opportunities that are in front of you. And then it's up to you to seize those opportunities. Or you can sit on a couch and eat bonbons and watch Jerry Springer ring runs or Judge Judy or whoever. But I'm hoping you're not like that. I'm hoping that I can provide some inspiration to get you away from being the Judge Judy judge. I think there's like 12 judge shows now. I mean, not that I watch any of them, but I think everybody and their mother has a judge show. I think, her name? Christy such and such. She's John Legend's wife. Even she's bat poop crazy, and she's got a judge show. So I don't know who the market is for those shows, but if you're the market for those shows, it's time for you to get up off the couch, do some, presses with some gallons of water or gallons of milk, doing some push-ups, doing some sit-ups. We're all trying to get buff again. Get ready for the spring, get ready for the summer, and get ready to start living again in South Florida. In case you don't know who I am, boom, that thing worked. Didn't work well enough, but there we go again. My name is Barry Cunningham. Let me see if I can get that to work. Boy, there we go. Hit the button twice, had to get it to come up. My name is Barry Cunningham. I am your host on this ride we call the AXA Live Show. And just so you know, AXA is, boom, we got that working too, a attorney referral service. If you've been in a car accident, if you've been in a slip and fall accident, hurt from work whenever you've been working, what we do is set you up with top doctors who will get you back on your feet again, get you back to a position where you're going to be earning money again, get you back to a point where you're not living with pain and you're actually out there able to survive, thrive. And then what we'll also do is put you in touch with some top-notch attorneys that will fight like the dickens for you to make sure you get what you deserve. Don't talk to an insurance company alone. Make sure that if you get into a car accident or a slip and fall or anything like that and you need legal or medical help, you contact AXA Help at 800-945-6001. So as you know, if you've watched the show, that's a pitch. We're done. No more pitching. No more. It's sort of like the Mutual of Omaha Magic Kingdom. Not Magic Kingdom. Animal Kingdom. Whatever it was called. Wild Kingdom, somebody's telling me here. Mutual of Omaha Wild Kingdom with Marlon Perkins. Mutual of Omaha sponsored the show, but Marlon was anything but an insurance salesman. He was out there wrestling with alligators, and actually he just talked, and then Big Jim over there would go ahead and wrestle with alligators. But I'm dating myself right here. That tells you how long I've been in the game if I'm talking about Mutual of Omaha Wild Kingdom. But you have to understand, I understand that show was one of the best sponsorship shows. It launched an insurance company into everyone's home each day. It allowed people from Mutual of Omaha to give giant brand awareness to who they are. And so hopefully that's what I'm doing for Acts of Help. So let's talk about a few things. You guys notice what's been happening lately? We're going to be opening again. And so yesterday, I missed yesterday, so I'm going to have to apologize in advance. All kinds of technical difficulties. Storm came through and made everything all whacked. I had to get tech support on here, and when I got tech support on, they said to go ahead and reinstall some stuff. I'm just checking to make sure we're on here. And I had to do all that just so that I could even begin to broadcast. So I had to shut it down last night. I was ticked off. Hate missing days. But we're back. The light's working. The camera's working. The mic's working. My software's working. The deck is working. And soon, you're going to be working. But Sunday, it was supposed to be Boca Bash down here in Boca. And it was pretty funny. But Boca Bash happens like in the lagoon right before you go out into the inlet. And everyone with a boat kind of anchors in the water. And they get together. And they have a good time out there. Well, lo and behold, the mayor of Boca said, nope, not going to happen anymore. We're shutting it down. You cannot anchor in the Boca Lagoon there. No Boca Bash for you. Stay home. Social distance. But we're not having it anymore. None of us are having it anymore. So it was just really funny. I found this video that I thought you'd like because it shows that the American spirit is not going to be tied down any longer. We're ready to have some fun. So check out this video.
All I hear, go get the money. So I go get it. Hate means I do something right. So I'ma let him. Yeah, I'ma let him. Yeah, I'ma let him. I hit the nail on the head. Yeah, I'ma let him. All I hear, go get the money. So I go get it. Hate means I do something right. So I'ma let him. Yeah, I'ma let him. Yeah, I'ma let him. I hit the nail on the head. Yeah, I'ma let him. Early bird, go get the worm. Worm in the dirt. I can show you what I'm worth. My hands in the dirt. From where they look when you not. A hand in your purse. Hell if you think I'm last, say last should be first.
Yeah, you weren't allowed to
go ahead and go feast your eyes. Chefing up, cooking them pies, leaving no slice. Believe on the guy who in demand and who got supplies. You on the land, me I'm fly. Look at the miles, I be in skies. Right by my side, miss look at them thighs up in Dubai. You see us, black man, black sand beaches. Yeah. Backhand if you slick speaking. Yeah. Cut off if that hand reaches. Right. Sucker, I ain't about y'all leeches. All I hear, go get the money. So I go get it. Hate means I do something right. So I'ma let him.
Social distancing.
Yeah, I'ma let him. Yeah,
there's no social distancing.
Yeah,
oh my God, we're all gonna die.
I hit the nail on the head. All I hear, go get the money. So I go get it. Hate means I do something right. So I'ma let him. Yeah, I'ma let him. Yeah, I'ma let him. I hit the nail on the head. Yeah, I'ma let him. Women with sharks in the tank. Aquaman with how I think. How many could step on the stage and say they taking their art to the bank? You pulling rank, boy, I'm sharp as a shank. Making you step to the plank. The Capitan, come get me if you can. I'ma get you if you can. This ain't a prank. I have you waving the flag. Could say I'm all in my bag. Getting my bags. Never see me getting bagged by the police sitting in the back. Only if it's with a drink. I tell these shorties relax. It's the return of the Mac. You the return of the slack. I let it burn with the facts. Opposites they do attract. I don't go mess with the ops. I just be calling the shots like I was holding the chop. Then I go hit up the block. Cop me a cheese and chop. Probably go give me some tough. Release for aftershock. Then I return to the plot.
Enjoy the water.
Enjoy
Gotta
get it while it's hot.
Yeah, that's exactly why we live here.
That's what the love of money does.
Yeah, I just thought that was really representative of the South Florida lifestyle and how we're just not taking it anymore. So I am ecstatic to see what I hope tomorrow will be the unveiling of the refusal to continue to have people here in Florida locked down. I know the northern part of the state, I know the panhandle over there, I don't know what you call it, but the Big Bend, they're enjoying life out there, but we're still locked down here in South Florida. So I know there's a lot of people who are concerned, and I don't know, just either the hysteria of being told that you can't go out, that you can't be living your life the way that you should be living it, the way you want to be living it. I know there's going to be some serious lawsuits, but just be prepared. Let me just see if I get a message here yet. Just be prepared and understand that it's time to open up. It's time to, regain ourselves, regain our lives from what was taken from us by this horrible virus. And I'm not making light of it. I know there's a lot of people still afraid, but hey, man, we got to get busy living. So enough. Let's go. Let's talk about something I saw with Governor DeSantis, and I want to show this video. It's pretty amazing. So I'm going to kind of talk through it. I'm going to turn it down so I can talk over it, so it's not just overbearing, but I want you to hear me. So let's look at this video. And I'm gonna pause it every once in a while because I think we need to pause and look at this stuff. So right now, Florida is third in the nation for conducting tests. They don't ever want to talk to you about that. And everybody just says, keep doing more tests, more tests, more tests. And of course, what happens when we do more tests? We find more people sick. So I don't know why we're focusing so much on testing, because the more you test, you're actually proving that these governors are right. The more you test, and that makes the death rate lower. I mean, it's just simple math. You test more people, and because you're testing more people, the death rate isn't keeping pace. The death rate's going down. So we're having less people die the more we test. So I don't care how many people you test. If we're still going to be in a small percentage of people dying, there's 20 plus million people in the state of Florida. 20 plus million. And every time I see the fact that 27 million people in the country are unemployed, yet we're all worried about this small percentage of unfortunate deaths. And but see, Florida is a microcosm of the country. It's so big. Florida is so big. It has its own different pockets. What goes on in Jacksonville isn't going on in Miami. What's going on in Ocala isn't going on in West Palm Beach. What's going on over in Tallahassee isn't what's going on in Tampa. And so every little pocket of population is being affected differently. People up north don't want to hear that. So I don't understand, and you shouldn't understand, nor should you try to understand the manic craziness that's going on up in New York. So let's continue this. So we've got the third in the nation for conducting tests. So right now we've tested in South Florida, where we live, 1 of every 42 people have been tested so far. And I understand he wants to ramp that up further, but there's no need to keep the rest of us locked up. There's a lot of people who are seniors, a lot of people who are in convalescence, nursing homes, and those people are definitely most at risk. People with underlying conditions are at risk, but the rest of us who are viable need to go to work and get out there, start doing something. So let's look at the next thing that pops up here. And I'm not going to take it all, but we've had some walk-up testing available. We've got pharmacists that can order and administer the COVID test. We've ramped up. This one's real important. So we've ramped up testing, and hospitalizations remain low. So we are definitely on the path to reopen. You understand it? As I said before, more tests, less deaths. It's almost like a rhyming rap type thing. Just keep saying it to yourself. More tests, less deaths. More tests, less deaths. And if you get that in your head that just because someone tests positive doesn't mean they're going to die. Even if you were to test positive, doesn't necessarily mean you were going to die. Somewhere, somehow, the media has put it out there that if you test positive, you're probably going to die. And that's the biggest crock, and that's what's been holding us back. So let's move on. What's next? So that might be it, which is fine for me. I mean, I'm okay with that. If we're doing less, if we have less deaths and we're testing more and that keeps going in that direction, I mean, Florida is one of the lowest states of death per 1 million in population. I don't want to throw so much math at you where you're like, what the hell is he talking about? But what I'm saying is get ready to live your life. So before we run out of time tonight, I want to do two things. One, I want to bring you back to talking about what we've been doing to help raise money for people who are less fortunate and who need food. So this started off where we were doing everything to try and get people to understand that the people in Florida who are hungry need your help. That's not going to change. There's so many people who have filed for unemployment and the website breaking and them not getting their money. They need your help. And remember, if you give to Feeding South Florida, if you go to Acts of Help, it's pinned to the top of our page. If you give to Feeding South Florida, every dollar you give results in anywhere between 8 to 10 meals being provided for hungry people, hungry South Floridians. The money stays here. It stays home. And thus far, we've raised over 28,000 meals for people here in South Florida, but I'm not satisfied. We don't have enough people giving. I know you can afford $1. We don't get any of this money. I don't touch it. The company doesn't touch it. It goes from you to Facebook to Feeding South Florida. No, we're not touching it. It has nothing to do with us. So if you're in a position where you can whip out the credit card, please think about just helping some of the people in South Florida who need your help. People who don't know where their next meal is coming from and need us to, I mean, we're hearing now about meat shortages. I'm glad the president stepped in and said, no, you guys are going to go to work and you're going to continue to get meat taken care of for people in this country. Now, I'm a big guy, and I wouldn't really have much problem of switching to a vegan diet and start eating some rice and beans and lettuce. It doesn't bother me, but these people need sustenance. They need your help. And yes, I am reduced to beg. Here's a song. Ain't too proud to beg, sweet darling. Ain't too proud to beg. Please click the donate button. Give these people some hope that they can see at the end of the tunnel, that they're going to be able to feed their families while they're waiting to go back to work. So let's talk for a second. I want to ask you, what are you doing to get to the next step? I'm seeing so much opportunity, and I'm willing. I've been an entrepreneur myself for probably 20 years. I'm working with a company now that's helping people to get better and to receive the settlements they deserve if they get into a car accident. But my wife is a realtor. My friends are entrepreneurs, and I can help you if you want to roll up your sleeves and do some work. I will help you get to a position where you can make some money, probably more than you made in your job. So let's talk about that. Let me get a little sip of the good stuff. So what am I talking about? So we're in going to be in a past Corona world, and people are thinking, how can I start a business now? What can I do that I can make some money so that people will pay me to do different things, even if I don't have any money? Money's not an obstacle for success. Say that to yourself over and over. Money is not an obstacle to success. Money is a springboard, but money is also magnetic. If people see that you're successful, trust me, the money will come. I've started many businesses, I've lost a few, but the whole idea behind it is if you have an idea and people see you have an idea and they believe in you, they believe that you can actually do it, they'll get you the money. There are a lot. Hey man, we're in South Florida. We're in South Florida. Do you know how much money is sitting on the shelf right now? People will be able to fund you, but you're going to have to come up with an idea. So, I came up with something, and I went and looked up what are the top businesses for people who want to thrive during the coronavirus era. Sounded pretty good to me. This is directly from the U.S. Chamber of Commerce, and what are some companies doing to make money. So, just to let you know, and let me break back here. I found an idea here. I talked to my wife about it. We're going to run with it. She's going to talk to one of her friends to help manage it because I can only do so much, but I can put it together. And just like that, we have an idea for a new business that's just from this one article. So let me show you more about this business idea. So there's 15 things, and I'll go ahead and send you this link if you leave me a comment. But check out. I'm going to go through these. And I'm going to talk to you about them. So the first one I could see, I don't know if you guys can see it. Maybe I have to blow this up a little bit. Let me see if I can make this big. Okay, so we're at, all right, good. So hopefully you can see that. So the first one here that I'm seeing is cleaning services. If you're not too proud to beg, you can't be too proud to clean. There are going to be places right now that are going to need people to clean hotels. They're going to be clean restaurants, auto detailing, cleaning cars. There's all kinds of businesses you can start with basically no money. Get a website put together and start calling people. And I know I paid upwards of $100 plus to get my car detailed. Look into this stuff. Commercial building cleanings, and there's going to just be so much available for you to do if you're willing to do it. I'm going to go through these pretty quick, and we'll talk about them during the week. Delivery services. So how many times in the last, 30 days have you ordered from delivery dudes, Uber Foods, a whole bunch of them out there? So they take a huge percentage from businesses that want to use their services. You can undercut them and make yourself some money. So what if you went out to, Meisner Park and talked to 10 different restaurants or things out there and cut a deal with them, and you started marketing? Because the whole thing with delivery dudes and these businesses is they market to people. They've got websites where people go on and make the order. You can create those, even as a smaller entrepreneur. There are so many businesses in South Florida that are going to need people to deliver product. It's a no-brainer. I mean, if you've got a car, you got to get your insurance, because I am in the auto insurance accident business. You got to get your insurance. You got to make sure you know what you're doing. You got to dress professionally, look good. Just get a polo shirt and some shorts. Boom, you're there. Business. All it's going to take is for you to knock on a few doors, make a few calls, present yourself, and say, I'd like to deliver your food. I'd like to deliver the dry cleaning. I'd like to deliver, just go through it. There's so much opportunity. And I'm going fast here, but if you have any questions, please let me know, and I'll help walk you through starting your own business. And let's go down further. That's mine. I wasn't going to show y'all, but that's mine. I already have it planned. I already have the idea. I have a huge idea for pop-up drive-in movie theaters. I used to go to iPic all the time. I used to go to the Cinepolis all the time. And I'm thinking, every time my wife and I went to these theaters, we dropped $70, $80, $90 and watch a movie. And so we're eating, have a couple drinks, watch the movie, sometimes fall asleep if the movie stinks. But drive-in movie theaters because people are going to be apprehensive. They're not going to want to go into a theater right now. I mean, think about it, people. Life is different. Things have changed completely. We now have to understand how, just because DeSantis says it's time to go, doesn't mean we're all going to flock back into doing what we used to do. There's going to still be some apprehension. People are still going to have dinosaur arms, T-Rex arms, and be concerned that their health and well-being isn't something they want to get their family into. But when you talk about this stuff, I left the pip on again. Yeah, when you talk about this stuff, a drive-in movie theater might be a little bit more advanced for some of you people. I'm trying to get you away from thinking about it, but I'll talk to you more about that. So, grocery stores. I went to Publix, and the people at Instacart who pack up groceries for everybody, packed. I understand they're hiring 200,000 or 300,000 people nationwide to help fill groceries. And secret shopping, mystery shopping, shopping for people. You can, that is not a proprietary business. You can easily copy what Instacart is doing and do the same. I'm telling you, you should be listening here. Liquor and wine stores, I'm going to skip that because you might not be older, and down here in South Florida, you're going to need to have some licensing to do that, and might be above the pay grade for some of you guys right now. Meal prep delivery services, that's another one. You can hook up with a restaurant and talk to a chef at a restaurant and see if he wants to create meals that can be delivered to the home. There's everyone knows of the Jenny Craig's and the Nutrisystems and all that kind of stuff, and I forget the other one, Fresh something, but it's easy to create meals. You're going to have to connect with someone who can make the meals, and then you're just bringing them to them. Sound easy enough? Get busy. Canned and jar goods. Nah, that's not for me. I don't foresee people wanting to do too much with canning and jarring of foods unless you are into that, unless you're a cooker. Game makers and sellers. Well, if you're good with graphics and computer work, I can tell you my wife goes through video games like nobody. I'm still playing NCAA 2014. I like that one game. I play it all the time. That's it. So depends on what you want to do with that. Let's see what else I got coming on here. Fitness equipment companies. Oh my God. I bought, I can't reach them from here, some elastic bands. What do you call them? Those power bands that you can work out with. And here's a hint for you. Why that's still a viable thing. I bought these, and then I looked at them, and the guy who sold them to me from China. I'll never order from him again. If you can find a way to produce these things or get them made in the United States, and you put the flag on your website, boom, home run, you're going to win. I'm telling you, you're going to win. And here's one, literally here in South Florida, anybody can do. Landscaping and yard care. I don't care who you are. I don't care how old you are. I don't care what your level of education is. If you have the physicality to get out there and cut the yard and chop down trees and prune things, you have the possibility to make a business. You know, and the thing with all this is, don't make excuses. Don't tell yourself, hey, I can't do this because of XYZ limitation. Unless you're disabled with something, you can do yard care and landscaping. And for someone here who's not had the time to, just right now, I pay a pool company, I pay a lawn guy, I even pay a bottled water delivery service because I'm busy. It's not because I can't or won't do the work, it's because I'm busy. So we are in a population and a world down here in South Florida where you need landscaping and yard care all year long, and there's just millions of properties, so there's no reason why somebody couldn't do that. You tell me why you couldn't do that. Oh, you need equipment? You ever walk into a pawn store? What's the first thing you see in a pawn store? You'll see weed whackers, you'll see lawn equipment, cheap. You can get it there. So let's go to the next thing. I don't know. Any of you guys, gals out there bake bread? I know there's a few restaurants that I used to frequent. Hopefully they'll reopen. But all of their desserts weren't made in-house. Every dessert I would see when they would bring out the tray and say, here, what do you want to stuff in your face after you've already eaten, would be from a baker who brought them their desserts, who supplied them their desserts. What about if you made desserts and sold them to local restaurants, local bodegas? Could you do that? Well, if you can, you can, because there's going to be a market for it. Let's see what else we got. Coffee subscription. I don't think anyone's going to be grinding any coffee beans. Gardening suppliers. No. Well, you could actually do this. You could look up something in the Thomas Register and find some wholesale manufacturers who sell garden suppliers. And the reason why I had to stop at this one was there was a craze a couple years ago, and it was called the Garden Genie. And it was some sort of gloves that allowed women or men to basically till the soil with their hands. And it was just 2 green gloves. And I believe it was, I bought it for $12 wholesale and was selling them for $69. $12 wholesale, $69. Oh, there's $50+ worth of profit, depending on my acquisition costs that I had to spend on advertising. Make money. Just change the mindset. Mask makers, unless you're sewing or have a textile business, that's probably not going to be something for you. Telehealth. Well, did I mention that I work with Accipay? And that if you need, any help with your pain or having gotten to an accident, our doctors are doing this right now. It's a little bit more tech heavy, but if you're technologically inclined, you could build a portal for telehealth. Not hard. I mean, look, I've built this entire studio to broadcast live. I have never, ever done a live broadcast before I started doing this. I'd done many, many videos, thousands of them, but I had never done a live telecast. So I had to figure my way through this. I had to figure out how to get the software, the production board. I had to figure out everything about this. It's not easy. You got the camera. I've got my monitors. I've got my production board. I've got my lighting. I've got my back stuff there, and I'm not done yet. I mean, wait till I can put the DSLR up there and not have to worry about a webcam. But everything is on back order right now because everybody's getting into live streaming. Everybody's getting into production. One of the things that I could see happening is people asking me, can you help me produce my own live show? I've got a jewelry company and I want to show people the watch, the Movato. It shines. See, I'm not a model, but I know what people are going to be looking for. So I'm a little crazy with that. So it's gone a little bit long here, but what I want to tell you from the bottom of my heart is that I can help you get to where you're going. You are not stuck. There is no way you're stuck. It literally, if you put your mind to it, and you want to do it, I can help you get to the next level. I can help you get to a position where you can maybe earn an extra $100 a week, maybe another $100 every 2 weeks, maybe $600 a month, maybe $5,000 a month. I can help you get there if you are willing to push. So I feel so strongly about this that I know there are a lot of people out of work. I know there's a lot of people who are going to be struggling and trying to figure out what to do. I know that we're helping people find meals for the next day. And it kills me when I know there's so much opportunity out there. All I ask for you, just one thing, is stay away from the mobile drive-in movie theaters. Stay away from the pop-up movie theaters, because that's me. That's where I'm going. But other than that, all I can say is that we are at a time where, you know it's coming, right? You know it's coming when we're talking about getting busy, living.
I don't think that's too much to ask.
I don't think you ought to be doing this to yourself, Andy. This is just shitty pipe dreams. I mean, Mexico is way the hell down there, and you're in here, and that's the way it is.
Yeah, right. That's the way it is. It's down there, and I'm in here. I guess it comes down to a simple choice, really. Get busy living, or get busy dying.
That's it, people. It is a very simple choice. Get busy living or get busy dying. We could all sit around waiting for every single person to be tested, waiting for the vaccine, waiting a year to see if they get something done, or we can get busy living. So I've given you probably 10 different ideas to check out. And I challenge you to challenge me. If you need help and you'd like to learn how to start your own business, how to go from 0 to 60, how to take it to the next level, level up. That's what people keep telling me. The people who have helped me get the studio put together have told me, level up. Just keep getting better. Keep getting better. You notice when I talk, I don't say, it just comes. It's natural. I've learned how to speak and look into a camera and tell people what I'm really thinking without even having to stop. I don't need notes. This is where we are now. We have to do things we haven't done before. We have to try things we haven't tried before. We're going to fail. We're going to fall. Yesterday, as I told you, the entire dashboard crapped out on me, but I learned from it. I learned now that when a storm comes, restart the computer before you turn everything on, because if it doesn't reset, you're done. It's not going to work. So you can do this, and it's not often that you get the opportunity to get help to do it with you. I used to fly around the country and show real estate agents how to make money working with distressed properties and bad loans from banks. It was amazing to me learning that just by telling people knowledge that you know, knowledge that you're willing to give freely, how valuable that is. And because of this corona thing, I'm willing to give you my knowledge for free, because my reward is basically seeing you get busy living. So it's up to you. It's up to you. Leave a comment if you want. I don't care if you watch this video a week later. Leave a comment. We'll get it. I'll get back to you. I'll show you how to set up your business. I'll show you every step of the way. I would encourage you to speak to your own attorney and get your due diligence done so you don't get any legal trouble. I'm not a lawyer, so I can't help you with that, but I can show you what to do. Actually, I can help you with that, but I mean the filings and all stuff like that. I'm going to want you to get your own attorney. So that's us, and we'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for watching, and remember, if you've been in a car accident or know someone who's been in a car accident, give AXA-Help a call at 800-945-6001. We'll put you in touch with a medical team that will get you the treatment that you need and get you back on your feet. And we'll connect you with some of the most experienced and aggressive attorneys in the market that can fight for your rights with the insurance company and get you the compensation that you deserve. Call AXA-Help at 800-945-6001. Have a good evening, and we'll see you back here tomorrow night at 7:30.
Didn't care about germs, no concern of disease. Street lights came on, we high-fived and we leave. Back in the days, it wasn't so hard to believe that I would wake up as the Black Power Ranger, never scared of danger, snapping my fingers to the beat of my drum.